So one of the prospects whose game I've began to love is Maxime Raynaud, the center out of Stanford. Most mocks have the guy going like late first round, sometimes early second round. I think this guy is a first round pick for sure. The playoff teams at the end of the first round, I think this guy can be an instant impact player from day one. He's a 7-footer athlete, average 20 and 10, has post work, can shoot the 3-point shot. I think he has pretty good upside as a defensive player. So I want to break down some of his film from his last year at Stanford. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this kind of content. And let's go ahead and dive into the film of Maxime Raynaud. So the first thing I want to talk about with Maxime Raynaud is his shooting. Shot 34.7%, so just under 35% from three his last season at Stanford on about 5 attempts per game too. So he was getting those three-pointers up. And I definitely think his shot will translate to the NBA level. I think the right team, right system can definitely get the most out of him as a stretch big. Here, they reject the screen. The guard's going to end up drawing 2 defenders. So it's going to be a pretty clean look for Raynaud. And he makes the most of this, knocks it down. Similar look here. Guard draws 2 defenders once again. Raynaud pops to the top of the key. Going to get another clean look. Gives me a lot of Brook Lopez vibes a little bit with the high release. Here off the inbounds, we're going to catch it at the top of the key again. And it's a pretty late contest from this defender. With the high release that this guy has, pretty much an uncontested shot, truly, and he knocks that one down. I'm telling you, I think the high end for him is like a Brook Lopez type of guy. Modern day Brook Lopez, not the Brooklyn Nets version of Brook Lopez, to where he can really space from the top of the key and be able to make defenses pay and stretch the defense out and knock down these shots. Another look here, we're going to see this screen set. We're going to end up getting a switch calls. So as we see, Raynaud's going to catch it. The guard pretty much has his hand down. And, I mean, he can't even really bother the shot even if he got a contest up because the guy's over 7 foot. He has a high release. So that's pretty much an uncontested shot. This player here is attacking a mismatch. We're going to end up getting the screen. This defender has his head turned. So as we see, that defender digs. He's trying to get out and recover. A good screen set. Raynaud's going to come off the screen, have a pretty wide open look from the top of the key again. What I like from his film, not a lot of hesitation. Even though here, gets him with a little pump fake, defender doesn't bite. Then he says, you know what, if he's not going to step out, I'm going to go ahead and knock that shot down. I'm showing a lot of top of the key looks because I think this can be his most deadly asset to a team on the NBA level. We see what like guys like Kristaps Porzingis, Brook Lopez, Miles Turner, guys like that are able to do. I think Raynaud can be a similar mold of those guys. Not saying that he has the upside of those guys, but I think he can affect the game in similar ways offensively. He's going to catch pretty uncontested look and knock down the deep three. Different look here is going to get it off the catch and then go into a triple threat, little jab step. Defender doesn't really bite too much, pulls up over him, knocks down the three. As a good shooting big, if you're able to attack closeouts, it really makes you a unique offensive player. Miles Turner is really good at that, but a lot of like the stretch fives aren't really adept to doing that. Like Kristaps Porzingis isn't attacking closeouts like that. Brook Lopez is not attacking closeouts like that. Raynaud, I saw a lot in this film. The guy can attack closeouts. He's a pretty good athlete, pretty good putting the ball on the ground. Here, catches it at the break. A little pump fake right here to get the defender off balance, blows right by him, and then gets up on the rim. This is a guy that shoots 35%. It's not like he's like a 40% shooter, but defenses definitely respect him. Has a really good pump fake to it. Gets guys up in the air. Like it looks like a real shot that's going up, and then a nice touch there with the floater. Here we're going to get some pick and pop action. He's going to set the screen and then slip here to the wing. As you see, draws 2. Defender does a good job getting back out there, but then that pump fake and then another floater. Just having a 5-man that will be able to do this is very unique. It's very special. And I'll be interested to see how it translates to the NBA level. I'm going to use that pump fake it again to get another defender off their feet. And then the lane, pretty much wide open. He throws it down. Got him a couple times in this Carolina game. They're icing the pick and roll here. So the guard goes away from the screen, but is still able to get 2 on the basketball a little bit. That pass right there. And then this defender out of position. Uses that pump fake and then drives right by him with the finish with the right. Guy has an elite pump fake, man. He like really sells that he's shooting the ball. And since he's a respected shooter, defenders have no choice but to bite on it at times. Here, gives the defender a low out of position again, and then the floater with the left hand. Just look at how his defender is like so far back. He's got 2 feet in the paint, so he has to sprint out to try and bother Raynaud's shot. And he's just so off balance that pump fake pretty much gets him completely out of the play. And then the lane opens up again and he throws it down. But what his success on the NBA level is going to be determined by is his defense. And I think like if he goes to a team like the Boston Celtics that could use a center now with Porzingis out of town, he's definitely going to have to be able to hold his own in one-on-one situations on switches. Here against Tyon Grant Foster, who does a pretty good job staying in front of his late shot clock, but doesn't bite on anything, gets the block, and forces the turnover. His tape really popped in this Carolina game, made a really good play here in isolation. 24 seconds on the shot clock. This guy's trying to go at him. He thinks it's a mismatch. Raynaud does a good job staying in front, cutting him off, and then forcing him into a pretty much impossible shot, which he blocks. Teams love to play drop coverage in the NBA, so it's important that he displays skills to be able to do that. It was some good. There was some bad on tape. I think that this was a pretty good position here. A little out of position to begin, but he gets up a little bit as soon as RJ Davis catches the ball, and then does a good job of stunning a little bit to help his teammate get back in the frame, and then does a good job getting back over, recovering, and making the block. That's an excellent play right there. I think there's a lot of untapped potential for him defensively and a lot of upside there just because of his frame and I think his athleticism. I think he can be a good defender and a pretty solid rim protector. Here, he's in help right here. Guy kind of gets beat a little baseline, pill switch, and he gets the block shot. Great help defense. So here we're going to get another situation, kind of semi-drop coverage since there's a short and pick and roll. They're doing that at the top of the key. Not elite spacing, but I think Raynaud does a good job of staying in a pretty good position here. He's still able to stunt, play both sides, and then instead of getting the block on the pass like he did last time, he gets the block on RJ Davis as he tried to go up. Great defensive possession. I'll let y'all see that in real time as well. It was a really good play, man. I think there's a lot of untapped potential for him defensively for sure, especially as a pick and roll defender. Another possession here in drop coverage, the offensive player has his mind made up. He's driving downhill. I think Raynaud did a pretty good job of eating up this space defensively. As we see, offensive players are going to drive. He does a great job eating that up. His teammate comes over to help, so this guy would be able to get back if that pass was made. But great job of forcing him into a tough shot, and he gets the block again. This one as the help defender, everybody's kind of out of position here on this side. You got two on the ball right there. This guy diving, and then Raynaud has this guy on the block right here who's trying to post up, but he peels off, and he's going to make a good block here at the rim. Great play. This Cal game's another one where his tape definitely popped off. I think more defensively this game than anything because he showed a lot of the tools that you would like to see him be able to continue to improve out on the NBA level, and that's him playing drop coverage and protecting the rim. Another high ball screen, and this time it's basically just a switch at this point. Does a great job walling this defender off and getting the block shot again. And I think one more thing that's a little untapped for him offensively is him as a role guy. I think with his athleticism, his frame, he's an easy target for his guards to be able to find. And he'll draw a lot of attention and gravity with just him diving strong down the lane. Here, we're going to see him come off the screen. And then he dives down, takes the bump. His guard does a good job drawing two defenders. But then it's just an easy pass. I think there's a lot of untapped potential for him as a roller. Kind of gives me Luke Cornett vibes when I see him actually roll. You can just see on this possession like how much attention he kind of draws when he rolls. Here setting the screen, this guy is trying to bump the roller a little bit, and he does, but he just pretty much moves him completely out of the way. And then this defender has to step up, makes it an easy bounce pass, and he takes the bump and gets the finish inside. Really love this possession moving out the basketball. He's going to fake like he's setting this screen and then slip down the middle of the lane. He's just a great athlete, man. Like, this is going to be stuff that with NBA level spacing, it's going to be open a lot for him to make these type of plays for sure. The guy has post work too. He's very skilled on the block, has very good touch. Here he's just going to rip through one dribble and then put up the floater and he knocks it down. He was cooking on the block in this Clemson game. He's going to take about 4 dribbles here. 1, 2, 3, and then one-legged fade away. That is a tough shot. Like that's a pro level shot right there. Who knows how many opportunities like this he's going to get in the league to post up, but it's good that he has the skill to do so for sure. This one he faces up. He's going to use that pump fake. Defender doesn't really bite too much. And then a little jump hook right there. Soft touch. He finished with both hands too. I saw a few times where he was shooting lefty post hooks, lefty floaters. This one, just like this possession in the post, one dribble, lefty jump hook, knocks it down, and one. So yeah, Maxime Raynaud is one of my favorite prospects. I think he's getting a little underrated in the draft process. And I'm excited to see which team he falls to and what kind of impact he's going to have early on. If you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more basketball content.